Hi everyone, welcome back to Maggie UK. This is Maggie. Hope everyone is fine. Today I'm going to talk to you about the GCSE topic, which is a very important topic for all GCSE and for all year from year 9 to year 11. And that's going to be in maths, which is a topic called algebra in about factorizing and completing the square. So I'm going to show you two methods in that. Before I'm going to start, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Keep watching all my new videos which I'm going to post it in future, because I'm going to talk to you more GCSE topic, what's very important for GCSE topic in maths. Come on, let's begin our topic. Before starting, I am basically a secondary school maths and ICT teacher. Because why I'm taking this topic is because in 2 years time my son is going to do GCSE and he finds it hard. So I thought of going into this topic, and there are two methods I'm going to show today, so which will be benefit for all the students who is going to watch this video. Okay, so first we are going to do the factorizing. So I'm going to take one problem to do for you, which is x squared minus 10x plus 25. So we need to see there is a positive number in plus 25 and minus 10 to the x term. So we need to find the multiples for the 25. What are the multiples we have, David?
5 and 5.
5 and 5.
25 and 1.
25 and 1. So that's it. So these are the two multiples. So we need to look to get minus 10. So which is we can't do for 25 and 1. So we need to take 5 and 5. So because we have a negative here, so we need to take x minus 5 and then x minus 5. So when you add this two number, you get 10, which is going to be your minus 10. So these are the two terms. We can also write this one as x minus 5, the squared, is that right? So this is the way we have to do for factorizing. When you have minus 5 and again minus 5. If you have minus 5 and plus 5, we can't write in this method. So this is the way for factorizing. So I'm going to start with the factorizing. So this is the easy method. You need to find the multiple first and then see what sign you need to get, and then take which multiple you need to take for this number to get a 10, and then you factorize. So which will have x minus 5 and x minus 5. So I'm going to give another sum to do for my son. Okay, so which is going to be x squared plus 6 plus 9, and he's going to do now. Okay, so this is the question, x squared plus 6x plus 9. So what are the multiples you have for 9?
3 and 3.
3 and 3.
And then 9 and 1.
9 and 1. So these are the two multiples we have for the 9. So but we need to look to get a 6. So if you see 9 and 1, we can't get for 6. Okay, which multiple we are going to take?
3 and 3.
3 and 3. So whether it's going to be a positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Because we have a positive plus 6, so we need to get a 6. So which if we have a positive for both one, then you will get a 6.
This can be also written as x plus 3 to the whole squared.
Okay, so this is the factorizing. Hope everyone understood this one. So the next topic we are going to do is completing the square. Solving quadratic equation. question. This is the one. So let me, when you need to do completing the square, even though if you get factorized, we are not going to do the factorizing method, because when they ask you in exam, use completing the square, we need to use only this type of method. So I'm going to show you the first method now, which is going to be the very easiest one. The sum is x squared minus 6x plus 8. So when they give you the equation, it should be equal to 0. This is the way they give you the equation, and then we have to do the completing the squares. So if you see this equation, we can also, can we factorize this?
Yes.
So we can factorize this because we can have a multiple of 4 and 2, then 8 and 1. But 4 and 2 you can if you take this 4 and 2, so you can factorize, which is going to be x minus 4 and x minus 2. But we are not going to solve in that method because it's a completing the square. So the first step is, what we need to do is, so we are going to bring this number to the other side. So which I'm going to take, if you do minus 8 to this side and the minus 8 to the other side, this one will go off. So now you got the equation x squared minus 6x. You leave a space for it to write, and equal to minus 8. So this is the first step. And then what we need to do is, we are going to half the x term, which is, we are going to divide, means nothing but minus 6, like half of this one. So which is your x term. So minus 6, half of this one is going to be your minus 3. So when you have minus 3, we are going to square root that one. So which you will have minus 3, the square root will give you 9. So that's what is going to come here, which is plus 9. The same plus 9, you're going to add it to the other side. So this is the step. So you need to half the 6. And then because you have a minus 6, so I'm taking minus 6 and half of this minus 6, which gives you minus 3. And you need to square this one to get 9. So when you square minus 3 squared, which gives you 9. So I'm going to take that one and fill up in this after the x term. And then to the other side the same, plus 9. So now after this one, so now you can see this one, you can able to factorize. So which is going to be the multiples of 3, 9 and 1. But you can't take 9 and 1, so we are going to take the 3 and 3 because you have a minus 6 here. So because we have minus 6, so which is going to be here minus 3 and again minus 3. So when you add minus 3 and minus 3, which gives you minus 6. So that's what I have factorized, x squared minus 6x plus 9, which gives you x minus 3 and x minus 3. And the other side is minus 8 and plus 9 will become positive 1 because the 9 has a greater plus sign, so which is positive 1. Now what we need to do is, I already did in the factorizing, when you have x minus 3 and x minus 3, we are going to put, because it's the same, we can have like x minus 3 the whole squared, which is equal to the 1. Now what I'm going to do this one is, we are going to do the square root for both sides, which is square root of x minus 3 the whole square, which is this, equals to square root of 1. When you do the square root of 1, automatically you need to put plus or minus, because when you have any square root, you should have plus or minus. So I put the square root in both sides. So when you see the square root and you have a square here, so that will go off. So which will become x minus 3 equal to plus or minus. What is the square root of 1 is nothing but 1. Okay. So once you've done this, so we are going to bring the minus 3 to the other side. So because we need to find the value of x, that's why I'm going to bring the minus 3 to the other side. When you have a minus 3, the opposite sign is plus 3 and the other side is plus 3. So this one will go off. So which means x is equal to, you have a 3 here. So 3 plus or minus the 1. So this is the 3 and the plus or minus 1. So now we have to have two values because one is a positive and one is a negative. So you are going to have x is equal to taking 3 plus 1, one of the values. The next one is x is equal to 3 minus 1. So now if you see what is 3 plus 1 is 4. So one of your x value is going to be the 4. One of your x value is going to be the 2. So you got two values, which is x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 2. This is the first method, which is the easy way, that if you half that one and then you add both sides and then you take a square root, and then when you put the square root to the other side, which will become plus or minus, and then you need to cancel to get one of your x terms, so which I'm putting the opposite sign of minus 3 to both sides, and then you're finding the value of x. So I'm going to give one sum to my son. So x squared minus 10x plus 18 equals 0. So he's going to do this one. So actually what he did was, he's taken the 18 to the other side. So minus 18 will become a positive 18. And he find the 10 to half of the 10. Because we have a negative here, so that's why he put minus 10 to the half, which gives minus 5. And we take this whole square of minus 5, which gives 25. So and then he did x squared minus 10x plus 25 equal to, because we have 18 here, whatever we get 25 here, we need to add the same 25 to the other side. So he done that one. This part 43 is when you add 18 plus 25, which gives equals to 43. So now he factorized x squared minus 10x plus 25, which is having a 2 multiples 5 and 5. So he's taken a 5 and a 5. Because we have a minus 10, so he's taken x minus 5 equals to 43. When you have minus 5 and minus 5, we can also put as x minus y to the whole square, which equals to 43. And then when you do the square root for both sides, so he has done this. So he left something here, which is fine, because he done here, which is equal. When you put already a for square root here, you need to put plus or minus. Can you put plus or minus here? Yeah, and then again plus or minus. So this step is when you do a square root, you need to straight away put plus or minus here itself. So then he's taken a minus 5 to the other side, which is plus 5, and then 5 plus or minus root of 43. So it has two answers, which is a positive and a negative, because you can't simplify further. Good, well done, David. Okay, the next sum is going to be a different method. This is little harder method for everyone, but my son used to prefer this one. I don't know why, but he likes to do only this method. But I find it a little hard when I teach him, but he normally likes to do this way. Whatever method you like, you can do whatever method. So I'm going to do the little harder method for you, which is x squared minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So when you see this one, we can... So when you see this one, we can't factorize this. So we are going to do by completing the square. So what we are going to do the same way, first we are going to bring the 12 to the other side. So when you do like plus 12 and plus 12, this one goes off. X squared minus 4x. So you give a space for it. So equal to plus 12. Now we're not going to take the minus 4. We're just going to take only the 4 and then you half that one. So which is equal to 4 by 2. So I'm not going to simplify anything here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the square of this one, which is x squared minus 4x plus 4 by 2 the squared here. And then the same way to the other side as well, which is 12 plus 4 by 2 the squared. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to do this side first, which is 12 plus, this is the square for 4 by 2. So which is, what is 4 square is 16 and this one 2 square is 4. So if you see what is this means is nothing but 12 over the 1. So now we, as everyone knows that there's a fraction that you have been done before in adding. So you can take a common factor which is 4 and then you can also like cross multiply this way, which is 12 times 4, which is nothing but 48, and then plus this one is 16. So when you add them up, which gives you 64 over the 4. Okay, so this side is 64 over the 4, and then when you can simplify this one as well, which gives you 16. So we done this part and we are going to write this one. If you see this side, we have a minus sign. So we have x squared and there is also another square terms. So when you write, we are going to do like this, which is the squared like this, because we can't write x squared and this. So we are going to make it like x minus 4 by 2 the whole square equal to this 16. Now as normal method, like we do like both sides the square root. So we can put the square root of x minus 4 by 2 squared equals to plus or minus, because we're going to put the square root of 16. So now I already said square root and this 2 will goes off, which is x minus 4 over the 2 equal to plus or minus. What is the square root of 16 is 4. So now we can simplify this one as well, because 4 divided by 2 will give you nothing but 2. So x minus 2. So when you simplify this and then equal to plus or minus 4. So now we are going to bring the minus 2 to the other side. So we can do plus positive plus 2 and then again positive plus 2 the other side. So this will goes off. So it remains with x equals, we have a 2 here. So we write the 2 plus or minus the 4. So we have two values I already said, which is x is equal to 2 plus 4, which is one of the value. The next one is x is equal to 2 minus 4 the other side. So which gives you x is equal to 2 add 4 is 6, and then 2 minus 4 is nothing but minus 2. So you have both values of x is equal to 6 and x is equal to minus 2. So this is, if you can see, is little bit, because we are not simplifying anything here. You can do here and then you can simplify when it comes to the end. So you can see this is little harder for you. So you can choose whatever method you like. I have taught you 2 steps, 2 method. You can try in either of this way. And this is a very important topic for you, for your GCSE. So I'm going to give my son a little more complicated number, which is having a number in x squared. If you find that method is very hard, or if you don't know how to do it, email it to me so I can go through that one again, another video about having a number with in x squared term. So let us see now. So I'm going to give him a little complicated number, which is 3x squared plus 4x minus 15 equals 0. If you see this one, you have a number in front of the x squared term. Whatever we did before was we don't have any number. So, but I'm going to try with him whether he's going to be able to do this one. If he finds it hard, and if you find it hard, email it to me. That's why I already said to you. So we are going to go through again, which is having a number in the x squared term. So let us see how he's going to do. So he's going to do first, let me see, he's going to put the 3x squared plus 4x, and he's given a space like we did the minus 15 to the other side, which becomes positive 15. So now because we have a 3 in the x squared term, so he's going to be dividing the 3 by all the x squared term, x, and to the other side. So which gives you, the first one will become, because 3 and 3 will be cancelled off, which is x squared, plus the next one is 4 over the 3x, and equal to, which is 15 over the 3, which gives you the 5. Good so far? And then we normally used to do like 4 over the 3, half of that one. So which is 4 over the 3. Because this time we have a fraction. Last time we don't have a fraction. It was easy to simplify. But this time we have 4 over the 3, half of that. Which will give you, like you do in normal multiplication fraction, which is 4 over the 6. And we do the square of that one. And this one will become 2 over 3. How means we will simplify 4 and 6. Which will be 2 over 3, and then we put the square on that one. Now we take this one, and then we are going to put in your square terms, which is 2 over 3 squared. And from here is going to be the same. After this is the same method that we did. Only this part is little complicated. It's not even complicated because we are going to divide all these ones. So now we are going to simplify this, which is he has done the square for the 2 and the 3, which gives you 4 over the 9. And then he is doing the normal fraction method, having the same denominator, bottom denominator, and then we cross multiply this, which gives 45, and this will be your 4. And that gives you 49 over the 9. And this is both square terms. So now he's going to put, so because there's a plus, so he's putting plus. If it's a minus, you put minus. So that's your square term now, 49 over 9. So now he's going to do the square root. You can't put the plus or minus here. It should be only outside. The plus or minus should be only outside. That's fine. That's a simple mistake. You always do that. Because this is an A-star question. So he's only in year 9. So I am teaching him this one because he needs to get to this. So you can now do 49 over 9. So now he is going to do the square root. Use 7 over the 3. Okay, because the square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 9 is 3. So now he's going to bring, because we are going to find the value of x now. So he's done. The positive plus 2 over 3 is coming to the other side, will be minus 2 over 3. And now he's going to have the two values. So he's going to split the x to, one is a positive, another one is negative. So plus 7 over 3 minus 2 over 3. So the next one is the minus 7 over 3 minus 2 over 3 will give you minus 9 over 3. Which this was a long topic. If you have any difficulties, contact me in email. Link is given in the description box. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Make sure you click the like and subscribe button and also click the bell so you can be the first person to watch all my new videos. More videos are coming in future. So stay tuned. Till I see you next time. See you soon. Signing off from you, Maggie.
Please subscribe to my mum channel.